Today, we talk about
Ew. So, next topic, resellers and why I love them. So resellers get a bad rap a lot of times, especially like the jerk resellers, which we don't have to get into. But bottom line is reselling as a thing is very, very necessary. And I'll tell you why. I'll take myself as an example. I was a late arrival to the sneaker game in terms of serious collecting. I'd always been into shoes, but as far as like understanding this whole sneaker thing, only really came onto it in 2016. And I was lucky enough to be in a position where I could afford to go back into the archives of past years and past releases that I had missed to be able to obtain them. Let's take, for example, this lovely, coveted, one of my all-time favorite shoes, Grail Status AF, the Air Max 1 Amsterdam by Prada. This ish ain't never coming back again, okay? And it's just one of those all-time classic works of art, truly, that the only way I could have access to is by, yes, spending a lot of money. But second of all, and more importantly, is having actual access to it. And how else would I have access to it unless this resale market existed? Because Nike ain't just like keeping a stock of them in the back. They all sold. Eventually, the value goes up. Someone wants to resell it, an individual or reseller sites that get a hold of them from resellers. And then all of a sudden, I have the opportunity, granted for a lot of money, to buy said kick. And that's a beautiful thing. I can't tell you how many archived Ronnie 5 New Balances and Asics, even certain general releases that I just purely missed because I wasn't around in 2015, 2014 when the sneakers were like there. And they're not on Adidas's website anymore. They're not on Nike's website anymore. So how am I going to get them? I got to go to a reseller. So the resale market is a beautiful thing, especially for younger kids who maybe don't have the money to get a release right away. They get older, they start making some money, and then they want to buy that lovely shoe they missed out on. They still have the opportunity because that resale market exists. So, we got to stop like hating on resellers as much as we got to start hating on certain aspects of reselling that suck. But I think, brands are obviously making attempts to correct it. And I think we'll start to see, well, not that we haven't already started to see, but like continue to see better optimization of this whole sneaker game. And it's still a Wild West in some respects. And it's kind of crazy how much less of a Wild West it is now than it was just literally 3 years ago when I started in this. I remember going to eBay still at that time to buy certain kicks because I literally couldn't find them anywhere else. And as sneakers continue to gain clout in terms of like how important they are to culture, these resale sites moving forward, and especially as the internet continues to advance and connect us, they will be cataloged, and each sneaker will still have a market at some point. No matter if I can't name really very many releases since 2015, if not at least 2016, that have disappeared off the market. Like any single shoe you want that came out between then and now, you probably can find. Granted, some for a very high cost, with some exceptions, obviously like friends and families and super hyper strike limited quick strike type issues where they only made like 30 pairs. Dude, you may not ever find a pair of those ever again. But for like semi-limited releases, general releases, let alone general releases, and everything in between, typically you're going to be able to find it in your size on some place on the internet that's actually trusted moving forward. And that's a beautiful thing, I think, as far as resale goes. So go resale for some respects. Okay, bye. Peace.